Hello, this is Bruce and
I'm Brian.
And we are here to do Just Beneath the Surface, a tribute.
This is episode 15.
Oh, 15.
We think.
We think. We're trying to work on that in the laboratory right now.
We don't count very well.
But, we have only 10 fingers, so it gets hard after. Well, in any event. Episode 15 and is a tribute to Rod Serling's Twilight Zone, the original 1959 to about 1964.
Yeah, and for those of you who are new here, a few years ago, Bruce
Which is probably many of you.
Many of you, yeah. Bruce came by and he said, Brian, I like the Twilight Zone.
Where's my light bulb? I can put it
I'm retired and I've got a lot of time on my hands. Let's do a podcast together.
Time. Okay.
Isn't that how it happened? That's kind of how I.
Yeah, it was. It's just I thought, and because we both like Twilight Zone, we found ourselves just talking about. What did you say?
We both like the Twilight Zone.
Okay, yeah, I thought you said you didn't, but we both like the Twilight. We found ourselves talking about it a lot.
Yes.
It says, why don't we just talk about it in front of the camera, in front of the, and then we found this producer down in New York City. He was in tough shape. He was homeless and he's on drugs and stuff, but he's okay now.
He's okay.
He's doing okay. We'll show you. We'll put a picture of him right. This is him right here. We'll put a picture. Sorry. No, he's a great guy. That's all. Not true for most of it.
So what we like to do here on Just Beneath the Surface is we like to talk about the Twilight Zone, maybe a specific episode or maybe themes that we have encountered across multiple episodes, and talk about how it relates to modern issues. So I let Bruce decide to pick the topic for this one. Bruce, what are we talking about today?
It's sort of about you, which I always say to Brian that it's a good life.
Ah, yes, the classic. We have a tendency to kind of pick the hidden gems, as it were, somewhere around here.
Yes, we did that recently.
So now we're going for the low-hanging fruit, the obvious one.
It's a good life.
It's a good life. This is by far one of the most popular
Billy who?
Billy Mooney, yes. And in fact, in an earlier episode, I think it was 3 or 4, we kind of looked at Bill Mooney's various contributions.
He was in 3?
He was in 4, actually.
Hold it.
Yeah.
It's a good life. The one with the telephone and the grandmother.
Yeah, Pip. In Praise of Pip.
Oh, Praise of Pip.
In Praise of Pip. And there's a 4th one. I forget which one it is, but I'll put it in the notes. Anyway,
okay.
So what we did, we kind
of. And if there's not 4, he's going to put that in the notes too.
Exactly.
Okay.
But we wanted to, I guess, take a specific look at the famous one, the one that he's most associated with.
Right. It's a good life.
And that is It's a Good Life. And start us off, Bruce. What's the plot for the 3 people on the planet who haven't seen it?
Well, it basically starts off, and Serling says, well, it's some little small town in Ohio. Peaksville, Ohio. Very good, my friend. And they say, these people living here are all in fear or something like that. Because there's a
monster came to town.
Because a monster is in town. He took all the things
away because they made him angry.
That's right.
He took the dogs away because they made him angry.
Right, and he's saying all these things, certainly about this monster. And he goes, oh, geez, I forgot to introduce you to the monster.
This is the monster.
This is the monster. And they pan over to a shot of little 6-year-old Anthony Fremont, who played by Billy Mooney. And he's on a fence or post or something. He looks just innocent, like he did in Lost in Space.
That's right. Yeah.
And he looks innocent and all that sort of stuff. So it starts off like that. And the first scene kind of sets the tone that delivery man comes to the house where he lives and his relatives and parents live and all that. And he's out in the yard. And the delivery man says, hi, Anthony. How you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. What do you got there?
I made a gopher with 3 heads.
You made a gopher with 3 heads.
I've never seen one with 3 heads before.
I've never seen that's good, Anthony.
You sure did.
That's real good that you made that gopher with 3 heads.
So now, why is the delivery man being so? Why is he doing this to Anthony? Why is he?
Because a few seconds later, Anthony Fremont goes, I'm tired of playing with this gopher. You be dead.
You be dead.
You be dead. And you can see the expression on the delivery man's face that the gopher died, all 3 heads. And
here's a little trivia. In the actual episode, we never actually see the gopher.
No.
But if you were to go on YouTube and Google this, you will see an image of him holding the dead gopher.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that in the uncut version?
No, it's in Google Images. It's probably a publicity photo from the episode, but I'll put it right here. You'll see it.
Just a quick thing. If you're a real Twilight Zone fan, get your DVD or give it to a friend. The uncut versions of the Twilight Zone. It's really good because they cut out so much with these commercials, even on the Twilight Twilight, and even on the New Year's marathon.
Exactly. At the very end of the episode, we always get Rod Serling telling us to enjoy Chesterfield cigarettes.
On the uncut version.
Enjoy the smoke. Would he
smoke.
do that today? No, absolutely not. It's no wonder those get cut out of syndication.
No, you're like a
Voiceover guy?
No, rich little guy. Yeah, like
Enjoy the smoke.
Yeah, that's good. So now the delivery man goes in the house after the gopher's been killed by Anthony, and he goes in and the mother's in. And he goes, "Oh, I got your stuff. And look, I got some. What was it? Tomato
Wonderfully
soup?
played by Cloris Leachman.
By
the way.
Cloris Leachman, the mother. Oh, I got some tomato soup or something. I know Anthony likes.
Anthony likes tomato soup.
There was the last two. He goes, "Oh, I'll go tell him right now." And the delivery man says, "No, don't tell him, don't tell him." And he goes, "Oh, but he likes you." And I forget the delivery man's name. He like, "Oh, I know he does." Well. But I don't want to see him right now. I go, "Don't worry, you'll be coming over tonight because we're doing a birthday party for who?
I think it's Bill.
Bill Hollis.
Bill Hollis.
Bill Hollis. You'll be coming over tonight."
Monster.
No, stop it. Well, you're talking about. See, he's. I want to get to the end.
Do it.
So, delivery man leaves, and the next scene is after 5,000 commercials.
Well, let me just stop real quick. The reason that the delivery man is one of the reasons he's so upset is because Anthony can read your mind. And I don't think we've expressed that to the viewer yet. He doesn't know it yet. So, Anthony, you always have to think happy thoughts and always have to be, on your best behavior around him because he'll know. He'll know what you're thinking.
In the episode, I'll tell you, I was never totally convinced he could read your thoughts as opposed to kind of knowing what you're going to do next. Now, I guess that's reading your mind too, but is there a part, not to jump ahead, is there any part in the episode where he's reading? He never goes just looking at his father or his mother or Bill Hollis, the guy, and goes, "You're just thinking bad thoughts about me." I never see a part where you actually see him thinking or knowing somebody's thoughts. Now, he probably does.
That's a good point, but right from the offset, Serling does tell us that you have to think happy thoughts around him because he can read your mind.
Oh, really?
So we get that from the beginning. But you make a good point. I don't know that I've ever seen that fully explored in this episode.
I'm bummed out now that he's right.
Yeah.
But I'm going to check that too.
But at the very end, not to jump ahead, you do have where he's talking to Bill Hollis. He says, "You keep thinking bad thoughts about me."
Right. Okay. That's okay. So there is that. Yeah. You keep thinking bad, but actually, Bill Hollis is saying bad things. But anyway, so the delivery man, and the next thing they're doing is they're watching TV, and it's that old footage of the claymation dinosaurs. That stop motion animation sort of thing. Which is also from the Odyssey of Flight 33.
You're right.
They use the same stock footage of that stuff, and they're watching that because Anthony has wiped out all TV, and in actuality, on the uncut version, it shows that he's wiped out all of Ohio, or something, because the only lights are in Peaksville. Supposedly, I think Serling said, or there's something that maybe there's nobody in the entire world. Well, that's because Anthony has that sort of power. That's the 6-year-old.
That's why the delivery man up front said that they don't have the soap powder anymore that they make because nobody's producing it, and they don't have any tomato soup anymore because no one's producing it.
And it's only what Anthony produces, or maybe the few little things that Anthony didn't get around to getting rid of, or changing, or that sort of thing. Yep. So they're watching TV and they're all going, "Oh, Anthony, that was great TV, great TV."
What is the occasion for this TV viewing? That
the occasion is like they told the delivery man up front, Cloris Leachman, the mother, is it's Bill Hollis's birthday, and he's one of the neighbors or something, I guess. And so it's Bill Hollis's birthday. And they're going to do a little birthday party for him and all that sort of good stuff. So they're all, after the dinosaur show, they're all getting together and they go, "Oh, let's give Bill his gift." And so his wife comes over and gives him a gift, and he unwraps it. And what is it?
Perry Como.
Perry Como. Oh, wow. I haven't heard this in a long time. You think I can play it now?
Just the part before the singing.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Anthony, I know you don't like the singing, but I think there's a part here where there's only instrumental and it's not that. Is that okay? You think I can play a little?
No talking when the music's on. I don't like talking when the music's on.
And so Bill Hollis walks away, and he tells his father, he tells one of the other guests, play something on the piano. What should I play? What should I play? He goes, "Play whatever you want." And of course the guy,
birthday.
No, wait. And he goes, And so the guy at the piano is like, they're all talking like they're scared.
They're very scared.
I'll play Moonglow. Is that okay? And initially that was going to be another song by.
That's a nice old tune.
No, that's a nice old tune. And so he starts playing Moonglow, and over on the other side is Bill Hollis, who at this point is peeved because he can't play his Perry Como.
And he's just opened his other birthday present, which is
one of the last two bottles, the last bottle of
After Dinner Liqueur.
Yeah. And he's going to town on it. And I know what going to town on it means.
Actually, I think he only had like one drink and he's already automatically
No. Because, he has like two or three, because at one point he has one, and then I think you see him pouring or something, and one of his taps his wife and says, Go get him, he's gonna, and so he's chugging away. And so, but they're playing Moonglow here. So eventually, Bill Hollis comes over to the piano and now go. Happy birthday to me. Happy
birthday.
And Anthony's just like, he's looking at him not happy.
Even though this is Bill's birthday party, Anthony is always the center of attention. He has to be.
And it's only when Anthony approves. And Anthony doesn't like people singing. And I guess his aunt or his grandma or something was singing one time, and he turned his grandma into like
it's an aunt. The aunt.
The aunt.
Yeah, she's kind of a mute. She's there, but not really.
She's kind of, he did something to her brain that she only could think simple thoughts, and she can't sing anymore.
No.
So eventually they pull Bill Hollis away from singing Happy Birthday and get him, and so he goes over there. But then the guy starts playing Moonglow again. Oh, but the piano guy never plays Happy Birthday.
No, he doesn't.
Because he's so scared.
He knows what
he's great. So Bill Hollis goes away, and then he hits the lamp and it falls over. And
no noise when the music's playing.
No noise when the music.
I don't like any noise when the music's playing.
And you can see Bill Hollis is like, because at this point, and that's one of the things I thought about this episode is. If I was in that thing with a 6-year-old controlling everything, and I have to think good thoughts, and I can't do what I want, and I have to watch only one TV show about animation dinosaurs, I'm going to be like...
Actually, that sounds like a good life to me.
Well, that's why it's a good life, the title.
Exactly.
But I'm going to feel like doing something to this kid, so...
Yeah, how come nobody else ever moves away? I mean, the parents have to live with Anthony, but couldn't the neighbors, move?
Well, he got rid of most of the neighbors. He got rid of most of the dogs. And like I said before, he got, I think, rid of most of Ohio. Mm-hmm. And you don't know if the whole world's gone. But so Bill Hollis hits the lamp, and he gets real ticked off. And so the guy's playing Moonglow again. And he goes, I want to play my record. I
can't play Perry Como.
I can play Perry Como on my own birthday. He goes, and then he gets up and he points at Anthony. He goes, no, he points at the parents. He goes, it's your fault.
You had him. Oh.
No, you had to have him. You had this little monster or something like that. And now Anthony gets up from the piano. And he's pointing at it and goes, you murderer, you killer, you all these bad things. And everybody's starting to back away, but the grandmother who had a voice taken away, or not a voice taken away, but kind of dumbed down, whatever.
She's reaching for something.
Well, she's reaching because at one point Bill Hollis is like, you think of me, Anthony, you do it better than I do.
Won't somebody take a lamp or a bottle or something and hand this?
I'm liking the episode myself now. This is great. But I mean, and that's what Bill Hollis is saying, but this is one of the few Twilight Zone episodes I still get scared of. I mean, when I was a little kid, and there's not too many other things, because I watch a lot of sci-fi horror and stuff like Texas Chainsaw with Tobe Hooper, the original, and Hostel, but when I see that, especially that point when he says, won't somebody take a thing? And one of the best scenes, maybe we can put it down here, it was when he says that, that's when the grandmother looks like she's going to grab a poker from the fireplace, and looks like she's grabbing it and getting up like she's about to do something. Yeah. And then it pans to the husband, his father, and he's like, John Lodge, and he's got a look on his face like his eyes are wide open, and the look of combination of fear and excitement, and maybe I should do something. And he's like, that gives me the chills. And his wife is holding him like this, going, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. And then what does Hollis say, after nobody comes forward?
Yeah, won't somebody take a lamp or a bottle?
No, but then he goes, nobody's going to do anything. You're not going to do anything. And then Anthony goes up, you're a bad man. You're a really bad man.
And you keep having bad thoughts about me.
And then he goes, and then all of a sudden he like, and you don't see anything, but then you see a shadow of a jack-in-the-box.
And you see the shocked reactions of all these party goers.
Oh my God!
Bill's wife.
Right, and all that sort of stuff.
Her.
And then after you see the shadow of the jack-in-the-box, it shows the jack-in-the-box, and it's Bill Hollis's head on a jack-in-the-box.
Jack-in-the-box, yes.
Bouncing up and down.
Which, by the way, is a terrible fast food restaurant in California. I've never had a good.
Oh, nice. Jack-in-the-box. They used to have those?
Terrible. Ugh. Anyway. They're not our sponsor, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we got better ones.
Yes. So anyway, Anthony.
Double chewed gum. Get it. It's good.
Anthony's not done yet. He turns to Bill's wife and he says,
"Oh,
you think nice thoughts are all do the same thing to you?"
Yeah.
And she immediately switches from sorrow into
hi. No, Anthony, I love you. You're good. But right before that, oh Jesus Christ, I love you. Yeah, he goes to the grandmother, but the father comes over while the jack-in-the-box is still there. He goes, son, wish it into the cornfield. Wish it into, because that's where they would have Anthony send all the stuff that he turned into bad things and all that sort of, that they don't want to look because it's horrible, because they don't want to see Mr. Hollis with a head with a jack. So wish it in the cornfield. And so then it goes back to the shadow on the wall, and you see the shadow slowly dissolve, which means it's been gone.
They didn't like me, so I made them on fire.
That's right. That's at the beginning about and he kills the dog and stuff. So after that, what happens?
Well, the family, everybody who had the opportunity to take care of him, I didn't do anything, and he knows, and so they go back and everybody says, "That's real good what you did to Bill.
That's real good.
Real good."
That's the best line from one of the best. If you want to tell anybody, tell somebody that what you're doing is good. It's real good that you're sitting here, Brian.
Real good.
And if you're Twilight Zone, you'll know what that is.
Now, here we are. We never told exactly when this is, but we think it's a hot summer day from all the shots outside.
Right.
Well, how do we end? What's going on outside?
Well, all of a sudden, the father, he's looking outside. He turns to his wife and goes, "It's snowing out." So, Anthony, are you making it snowing?
Yes, I'm making it snow.
Don't you know that's going to... he was going to say ruin the crops, and then he catches himself. Don't you know it's ruin the crop? Oh, that's good, Anthony.
That's real good. And tomorrow's going to be a great day.
Tomorrow's going to be a great day. And all that sort of, so, and it just ends. And the good thing is, one of the things about this episode is that Serling doesn't, a lot of his episodes, all of them, he gives some sort of moral or statement on society, something. At the end, he does no comment.
No comment here.
No moral. No, anything like that.
We just want to introduce you to one of our finest citizens.
Of the Twilight Zone. Yeah. But one thing I always thought, and this is kind of not offbeat, but I always thought, number one, if I was in that situation, how could I get out of it? Mm-hmm. And I think that's why I like these episodes. He kind of left this one open. How would you get out of it? And second, I wonder if you took like monsters from another movie. Like, you ever see the movie Village of the Damned?
Yeah. Sure.
With the kids with all the blonde hair and their eyes start shining and they can make you turn on fire. What if it was those Village of the Damned versus Anthony? Who would win? Or let's say Anthony versus Alien, or Anthony versus
Alien versus Predator.
Well, he has to
versus Cowboys.
That's right. Very good. Even our producer's jumping in. Yeah. Or Anthony versus The Thing, which I think The Thing would have the only chance, because The Thing, if you watch from 1982, and not the 1951, 1982, John Carpenter, that The Thing takes over your body. Mm-hmm. And The Thing might have enough chance to just infect Anthony, to take Anthony over, and now make Anthony do what The Thing wants to do. All the other, he'd kill the Predator, and he'd kill the alien.
Are you guys confused? Because I am.
Well, I'm just saying, I think about that. How would you defeat Anthony? Or are you just going to sit there and take it?
Let's jump forward, because 30 years
and the
later,
other thing is, they never adjust the fact of when he sleeps.
So 40 years later, in 2001, UPN, the network, brought The Twilight Zone back, and it was hosted by Forrest Whitaker. And they actually did a follow-up episode to this.
It wasn't that bad.
It was called It's Still a Good Life, and they actually resolved this story after 40 years, if you remember.
Oh, that's right. Show me, yeah.
Because...
Is that the one where he makes his sister with the mouth, no mouth?
No, that's the movie.
Oh, okay.
Anthony had a daughter. It was played by Bill Mumy. He came back. He was 40 years older. And Cloris Leachman was still alive and kicking at the time.
Oh, my goodness.
She came back for the episode as well. And the story was that Bill Mumy's character, Anthony, was now an adult, and he had a 10-year-old daughter. And it was played by Bill Mumy's real-life daughter. And the setup was that Cloris Leachman is playing with her one day, and she realizes that the kid has the power, too.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I never saw this.
You never saw this?
This is a movie or a TV series?
No, it was a TV show. It was called The Twilight Zone. It was on UPN in the early 2000s. It's probably on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's called It's Still a Good Life. But anyway, Cloris Leachman uses the daughter to undo everything that Anthony ever did.
Really?
Yeah. So it kind of undoes all of this.
So Bill Hollis comes back, and you don't see that.
No, I mean, you don't see that. But
no, but I understand what you're saying.
But society comes back, because there's a shot like up in the end, at the end of the episode, you see an airplane flying over, and she says, "Did you make that plane appear?" Because they don't have planes anymore, remember?
Right, everything's
society,
like that.
Society has returned.
So what is his? So is his daughter more powerful than Anthony?
That was the setup. Yeah, that she was more powerful than he was.
Oh wow, that's okay. I guess they end on a good note. I kind of like it when they end on a bad note.
Well,
in the episode.
Well, like so many other things, when it was remade, it lost something that the original had.
Well, a lot, but that's kind of good in a way, I guess. But anyway, we want you to subscribe.
Why?
Because we want to get your comments on this episode.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about It's a Good Life? What do you think about Anthony Fremont? What do you think about Bill Hollis as a Jack in the Box and stuff? And if you want to buy this album, tough luck. I have it.
Leave comments. Subscribe.
Sealed.
Hit the notification bell.
Hit the notification bell.
That's the one we always forget in these things.
Oh, and like us, of course.
Like us and subscribe us, yes. So I guess that's it for this episode?
Yes, I think, and thank you for tuning in.
Episode 15.
Episode 15, and you know what?
I'm Brian.
It's a good thing that it's episode 15. It's a real good thing.
It's a real good thing that it's 15, yes.
And this is Brian.
And that's Bruce.
And you guys take care.
And
See you next time.
The balcony is closed.
It is.